And the West Coast Eagles, in hindsight, they're being propelled by a precocious kid who's starring.
They are, and I asked Kane this morning in a meeting, Kane. So, and you threw up Joel Selwood about who has impacted a club and a team like this, like Harley Reid has, and I think
no one like this.
No, and
because
Selwood, standards, professionalism, courage, leadership.
Geelong was on the way up when he came.
Oh, see,
West Coast Eagles were flying when Chris Judd came.
They won a premiership
in terms of,
in 07, in his first year.
In terms of the on-field behaviour. Though the on-field behaviour, Joel Selwood was brave and a leader and a brilliant player from early on.
And set standards as an 18-year-old.
I haven't seen anyone single-handedly behave the way he does.
I think you're a prisoner of the moment with that.
Oh, well, of course, I'm talking up to round 6. Ask me again at the end of the year, but first 6 games, no comparison.
He's got cheek too, he's got confidence in himself. There was a moment...
And North could still have him and Horn Francis, just saying.
And there's a moment after the game with the Glendinning voting when he was a little bit cheeky back at the commentators.
We got to work this week, and obviously coming off a 6-day break, I think we knew as a whole this week we wanted to follow on and try create an identity as a whole, and I think kind of showed out there in that first half that we planned to play 10 minutes of footy in that first quarter, unlike last week, and we built off that momentum from the Richmond game, and to come out here and do what we did today is, it's pretty unbelievable.
Harley, we really appreciate your time on 60R Footy. We could talk to you all night, but we've got to let you go. Thank you so much, and congratulations on the win.
No, thank you. I don't think Mundy likes me giving me the one.
And then this, Lordo, last week I loved, we're not waiting to rebuild. I feel like there's a lot more wins out there for us and the right step forward. He's just setting the tone of that club.
He is, and he's, you just don't have many first gamers or first 5 games win a game for their team. Like, nobody at North has a capacity to step in and say, change the fortunes of your team. He's done that.
He's bringing kids through the door.
They can re-sign him now after round 6 for another year under the draft rules.
What does he get paid? What, can you pay him anything?
Well, according to the West Australian, it's a blank piece of paper.
Yeah.
It was a headline today.
Like,
sign this
otherwise,
kid.
you wouldn't, unless they're paying him, because they'd get him cheap. Unless they're paying him $1 million, you're actually getting him cheap in his 3rd season, I'd say.
Yes.
Because if they're talking some players, say Max Holmes, for example, is being touted as $1 million player, in 3 years' time, you'd think Harley Reid is in $1 million player.
I think they'll try and overpay him for that extra year, won't they, and smooth out the rest.
Yeah. Craig, the Eagles need to go their hardest to recruit Yasmin Dersma. Good call, bad call?
It's a cheeky call, a little bit cheeky call, but it is, and hot off the press call, but it is a good call. Yasmin Dersma, not only a very talented player, who's at her 2nd club now, but is now, according to the social pages today, dating Harley Reid. So
I somehow feel we're going to get into trouble with this call.
So that's what you're referring to. On her talent alone would be a good decision, Caro. It doesn't hurt that Harley is the talk of the town either.